Hello, and welcome to another Advent reflection from New Catholic Generation. In this case, it's my turn now. Hi, everyone. So today's reading is from the Gospel according to Matthew, and the reading says, Jesus said to the crowds, "To what shall I compare this generation? It is like children who sit in the marketplaces and call to one another. We played the flute for you, but you did not dance. We sang a dirge, but you did not mourn. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they said, 'He is possessed by a demon.' The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, 'Look, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners, but wisdom is vindicated by her works.'" Basically, guys, it just means that no matter what you do, you're always constantly screwed because someone is always judging you, no matter what good works you do. I mean, that's what it simply is, guys. John was accused for being demon-possessed and sinful simply because he wanted to live a simple lifestyle. Jesus was accused God knows how many freaking times by a lot of people simply because he ate and drank with sinners and he spent time with them, tried to actually get to know them. Honestly, this kind of reminds me a little bit of, this isn't really a tradition in my family, but it is something that I always took upon myself to do. Back home in Maine, I'm originally from Maine, it's very cold up there, lots of snow. It was shut down twice last year because of all the snow. It's very hectic. But anyway, back to the story. Something that I always used to do in preparation for Christmas was, I was always the guy who decorated the porch. I always went outside, cut down a bunch of greens from the woods in our backyard because if you guys would actually know, I used to actually be a woodsman. You might not believe it, and if you don't believe it, that's totally fine, but believe it or not, I used to be a hardcore outdoor kind of guy. But yeah, so I used to get like the greenery, I used to get like all the Christmas decorations and all other kinds of stuff, and I used to decorate the porch. I even put the lights on the porch, and trust me, that's a pain in the butt when you're wearing no gloves because you're trying to be delicate with the lights. However, there were a few times when I felt like a little bit like maybe underwhelmed by my own performances of decorating the porch, because there were many times when I was like going by, you know, seeing other people's houses decorated for Christmas and seeing their porches and what they used to put outside, and I'd see like these huge like blow up like snowmen, Santa Clauses, and so many other things, and sometimes I'd feel like a little bit overwhelmed with like the work that I did. And sometimes I wondered, you know, are people, you know, judging my house for the work I've done simply just because it doesn't look that fantastic from a distance? But honestly, that doesn't really matter. That's honestly a good way to kind of like tie it into the gospel. It doesn't matter what you do in life. People will always judge you. People will always look at like your Christmas porch and say, that's not good enough. And they'll go ahead and look at other people who are, who knows, maybe putting in a little bit more effort, I don't know. But, you know, they'll go ahead and look at their yards, their porches, and be like, wow, that is like the essential Christmas porch or Christmas yard, and it's so amazing. In the long run, it doesn't matter what your porch looks like. What matters is the effort that you've put in and what is the intention in your heart of what you're trying to do. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Putting my sarcastic personality aside, we're actually doing something very important in New Catholic Generation. Us and a bunch of other Catholic YouTubers are trying to raise money for Mary's Meals. It is an organization which supplies food for schools in developing countries, and it is something that is very important to us, especially around the Christmas season, when honestly there are a lot of people who don't have a lot of food around this time. And whatever donation that you do make during the month of December, it will be matched by an anonymous donor. So please, with whatever you can, even if it's just $1, please, if you can, make a donation. God bless, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.